What is up, my peeps? Joshua Smith here with another GSD Mode podcast. And today's podcast is going to be a little bit different. Maybe I should say a lot different than pretty much all the other content that I've ever released on this channel. Last week, maybe you heard about it, maybe you didn't, but last week I made a big move. I made the decision to join and partner with EXP Realty. And since making that move and since the public announcements, if you will, came out, I've just been inundated by so many people that I know and have known for a long time in the industry, as well as so many of you of our amazing GSD Mode podcast watchers and listeners asking me about what led me to making this decision. After being in the industry for 20 years, having a lot of options out there, we all got a lot of options, right? But having all these options out there for 20 years, becoming one of the top realtors and team leaders on the planet, what ultimately led me to making the decision and getting the clarity that I was able to gain that EXP was the best place for me to partner with. So I want to walk you through what these reasons are and were that led me to making this decision. Now, I want to be very clear, though, before I jump into these reasons, is this is not a sales promotional video or podcast with me telling you all the reasons that you should join EXP. That's not what this is about. I'm just going to walk you through what led to me and just being upfront, transparent, raw, real, like I always am with you guys, on what led me personally to making this decision, just in case this is beneficial and helpful for you. We all have to come up with our own conclusion on what the best environment, what the best infrastructure is for us to go out there and accomplish their goals, dreams, and visions. So I'm not here to sell you, just here to walk you through what led to me to making this decision and making this move. So that being said, I got 6 overall, there was more, but these are the 6 really top reasons that led me to making this move, led me to making this decision. And it's not something that I took lightly. Look, I've been doing this for 20 years. I was with my first brokerage, my first 10 years, the last brokerage that I was with for just over 10 years. I'm not somebody that's a jumper. I'm not a hopper, right? I wanted to make one move, one last move for the entire rest of my career. So, this has been years in the workings. I've kind of had these thoughts going on off and on for several years, but really over the last 8 months, doing an extensive amount of due diligence, extensive amount of research, assessing all of my options and really doing a deep dive into this. So this wasn't a quick rush decision, something that I was very, very intentional, methodical about. But I was like, dude, I want to make one last move where I can be for the next 20, 30, 40 years, however long God gives me the ability to go out there and continue to produce, continue to perform, continue to make an impact. I'm like, dude, I just want to make one last move that allows me to go out there and achieve all the things I want to achieve. Like, what is the best environment to allow me to do that? So again, there's a lot that went into this overall decision, but I'm going to walk you through the top 6 reasons that led me to this. Okay, so reason number 1. Look, again, after doing this for 20 years and being at different levels, right? Real estate agent, team leader, mega team leader, and coach and helping coach and mentor even brokerage owners build up personally, I just got sick and tired. And the longer that I'm in the industry, the more I get tired and fed up with, the agent never winning and the broker owner, sometimes the team leader, but really the brokerage owner always winning and the agent never winning. Now, let me explain what I mean by this, because you might be like, well, Josh, I win. I'm an agent. I'm not a brokerage owner, and I win because I go out there and I close deals and I make commissions. And yes, all of that's true. And that should be our focus. That's always been my focus, to go out there and serve and support as many families as I possibly can through helping them accomplish their real estate goals. And if I do that at a high level, then I'm making great commissions and, making good money there that I can go out there and impact my family on. So when I'm talking about the agent not winning and the broker always winning, what I mean by this is the contributions that we make back to our overall company to help them facilitate growth, that we never see the fruits of those labors within. Within my 20 years of doing this, I can't tell you how many endless amounts of agents, from being one of the top agents and top producers in my market, that I brought in so much other amazing talent and a lot of talent that joined these organizations because of me, because I developed relationships with them, and I was happy to do so, right? Like, I've always been a carry the flag and, kind of a person. So anytime I've been asked to do any kind of trainings, any kind of contributions, like, I'm the first guy to always say yes to that in any company that I've ever been involved in. And I'm happy to do it. I want to give back. I believe in leading from a place of contribution, but it would have been kind of nice to be able to get paid a little bit of something for that contribution of that growth. when you're going out there and recruiting in some of the top, bringing them into the organization, and not seeing any upside of that. So I really love that everybody gets to win model, meaning that, look, not that you have to partake into this, but if you are choosing to and you help contribute to it, that you get some upside there, not just in the commissions that you're making, but with the overall growth of the company. So here's an example. And if you are a team leader, and you're not with an organization like EXP, and I know that there's been a lot of other kind of copycat models like EXP, but they're the pioneer and the creator of this everybody wins model. And with that, I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with copycats, right? Like, I love them all and there's room for all of them, and I love competition. So I'm not here to, that's not me trying to negatively tear down any other organization at the same time, but it's like, okay, you're a team leader and you spend all this money and time and energy and effort going out there recruiting people to your team. They're with other brokerages, outside companies, new realtors, whatever. And you get them up, you bring them in, you get them up, rocking and rolling, kicking butt. You get them to the point where, they go from maybe struggling or brand new to next thing you know, they're popping $20-30 million in gross volume sales. They're ready to take their business to the next level. You get that phone call where they're like, hey, Josh, appreciate everything you've done for me, all the help that you've given me, provided for me. But hey, I'm ready to go out there and start my own team now. I'm going to stay with the brokerage, but I'm leaving you. Right? And I've had that call so many countless times. And look, I'm happy. Like, dude, leaders create leaders. This isn't something that as a team leader, it's like, hey, I understand if I'm doing my job and I'm leaders create other leaders, I get them rocking, I get them rolling, I get them producing to the point where they're able to, and they have the knowledge and expertise where they're able to go out there and create their own team. Like, I love that. That's not me. I'm not trying to stay small. Like, I love, dude, leaders create leaders. I get that and I understand that. And the more people I can help go out there and do that, the better than a leader that I am. But then it was, okay, they stay with the brokerage. Now they're building their team with the brokerage. And again, the broker continues winning, but me as the team leader, like, I'm not winning. The agents aren't winning. So that was reason number one, is just getting fed up and tired with the old way our industry's always been historically set up until, this new EXP model that EXP pioneered. And again, I know there's other, competitors that have adopted this everybody wins model where we get paid back from the contribution that we help the overall organization grow. But that was a big portion of one of my big decisions. Again, I got 6 of them all here, and they all equally played a part into this decision. Okay. So number 2, having then a model where not only can I help my agents, my team leaders, or, broker owners that choose to, come over here, that anybody in my network that I'm able to help coach, train, mentor to crushing it inside their real estate business, but then having a model where I can then help them if they choose to. Not everybody wants to do this, and I'm not here to push this down anybody's throat, but if they choose to, that also wants to create residual income where they're not having to slay homes, just go out there and slay, whatever those, just lead gen, lead follow up in the trenches. Like, you get to that point, and if you've been doing this long enough, you know what I'm talking about, where you get to that point where you're like that rat in the, in the wheel, and it just never seems like it ends. It's just like, okay, now I got to get up this week and I got to do more lead gen, lead follow up, pop more deals. And whether it's even with the team, not just the individual agent, the team leader, whatever, like, eventually that gets to a point where it's a grind, man. But having the ability to be able to help real estate agents, team leaders, or brokerage owners that choose to partner with us under this everybody wins model at EXP, where it's not only am I able to coach, support, mentor, and help them crush their real estate goals and make those commission dollars, all those things that they want to do, but simultaneously at the same time, again, for those that choose to build up residual income and to help them and coach and mentor them on how to go out there and do this and scale this up, where then they have an exit strategy and retirement plan. Dude, throughout my career, I've seen it happen too many damn times where it's like, okay, somebody's in this industry 30 years, 40 years. They decide to retire. They got to wait till Social Security kicks in. They pack up their box, and then it's like they got nothing to show for it. And again, hopefully we make great commissions and we're smart with that money. But it's like, dude, like, if there's another way that we can, in addition to that, create additional residual income for us and for our families and for our businesses, and create an additional exit strategy retirement plan, to me, it's just brilliant. Like, I freaking love it. I'm so damn excited about it. Not just to be able to take advantage of this personally But my mission with this is to help as many as I possibly can, not only crush it inside their real estate business, but to build up exit strategies themselves, build up residual income exit strategy that's also, hey, willable to our family members. If I go get in a car wreck today and I end up leaving this planet, well, then like, what's my family going to do? The fact that this isn't just something that we can take advantage of, it's also something that can be willable to your family, willable to your spouse, willable to your children, creating that additional income source, that residual income source, that retirement plan, that exit strategy. The power of it is so massive in my opinion, in my eyes. So that was something that, greatly excited me and led heavily to this decision as well. Okay. So reason number 3 is, look, not only, and this is going to be more specific to EXP, because again, there's other similar everybody wins models. They all have their differences. I'm not going to name drop here, but I've been getting a lot of questions of, well, why did you choose EXP versus, there's XYZ direct competitors, that have a similar model. Well, here, and there's a couple reasons that I'm going to go through this as to why, but this is one of those as to why specifically I chose EXP, even though other models might offer something similar, is how EXP structured it. Again, with this everybody gets to win model is, okay, not only when somebody, like when I bring on an agent that wants to work with me directly here in my market, Phoenix, Arizona, join my organization, join my team, or wherever they're at, again, like one of the things I love about EXP now, I'm not just confined to just my little box here in Phoenix, Arizona. It's like, this allows me to expand my real estate network, my real estate business nationally, globally, because I have every intention of really building a brokerage inside of a brokerage and helping as many agents, team leaders, and broker owners, through this model that I possibly can of crushing their business regardless of location, but with this, it's like, okay, EXP offers so much amazing training, tools, support. And again, I know a lot of other brokerages do as well, right? So, but it's like, okay, not only does anybody that join us get all the amazing trainings, the 50 plus live trainings that are only allowed to be done by, certain production level agents. So, the training is top notch, all of the systems, all of the support, the amazing healthcare, all the stuff that they offer. But in addition to that, not only then do you get access to everything EXP offers, but then anybody that I'm able to partner with and bring on, during this growth journey, then it gets free, full access without paying any more money. They get full free access to me, all of my coaching, all of my training, all of my mentorship, which has been something I haven't been able to open up before, because again, it's this everybody wins model, but then from there, with my strategic, I guess, me being intentional with picking and choosing the upline that I did and the people that I was going to partner with through this, because my obsession through this was always, okay, well, how do I structure this? Well, we create hands down the best training, coaching, mentorship experience for any agent, team leader, brokerage owner that wants to join. And okay, team leaders and brokerage owners, okay, like how do we then create the best training, coaching, mentor experience for their agents so they can focus more on growth and aren't getting bogged down with these things, because of how EXP allows this to be done. Now we get the best of all worlds. So it's like, okay, anybody that chooses to partner with me on this model. And again, I'm not here to tell you to partner with me, not here to try to hard sell you. I'm just, again, walking you through the reasons that led me to making this decision. But it's like any agent I bring in gets full access to all my coaching, all my training, daily access to me, all my mentorship, everything that I offer. Plus, in addition to that, Mike, who I partner with, that has the Wolf Pack, who is been my mentor and coach when it comes to social media, hands down the best human being inside of our industry when it comes to growing amazing, highly successful real estate businesses through social media. So through social media organic, social media paid, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, so not only do they get access to all of that and support and coaching and training and all the amazing things he brings to the table, we also then get full access to everything EXP offers at no additional cost. I have team leader coaching clients that have had to pay me hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars over the years to be able to get this, get access to this for them and for their agents. Now they can plug in, because how this model structured with everybody wins, now it doesn't cost them an additional cent, to go out there and provide that, so being able to provide that superior experience. And again, some of the direct competitors that I looked into didn't offer this. They didn't offer it's like, okay, if anybody joined me, I couldn't offer anybody inside my network directly my coaching training to be a part of my network. I couldn't. So then I looked at that of like, okay, now you're diminishing my ability to go out there and help those that choose to partner with me and that want to join me, you've now pulled away my ability to support them at the highest level. To me, that makes no sense. That is just punishing the agents and not helping the overall organization. And to me, it just didn't sit right and made zero sense with that. Okay, so reason number 4, and kind of 3 and 4 kind of go hand in hand, but this is another question that I've gotten a lot is, well, why did I choose, to partner with the people that I did within EXP? Because you got all these different options of people that you can partner with these type of organizations. And again, my obsession is, how do we provide the best agent experience when it comes from coaching, when it comes from training, when it comes from, resources, knowledge, support, mentorship? Who can I align with? So I looked at my strengths, looked at my weaknesses, what Mike at the Wolfpack brings. His strengths are where I fall short. My strengths are what he falls short. So it's like the combination of those, and again, I looked and assessed every option that I possibly could that I had awareness of. And my obsession through this was just, hey man, how do we create hands down the best overall agent experience where they have the best training, the best coaching, the best support, set them up in the best possible position to go out there and win at the highest possible level. And now you hear me talking about agents or team leaders or broker owners. The reason why the obsession is so much for me on the agent side is that, okay, those that I partner with, team leaders that are partnering with me, brokerage owners that I'm talking to that are partnering with me on this model, look, the more that, because how do they create success? The more that their agents produce, the more that so it doesn't matter whether you're an individual agent, team leader, or broker owner, all really boils down to what's the best environment where our agents can crush it and succeed at the highest level. And choosing, the upline that I did strategically, which also happened to be at EXP, was like, hey, how do we create that unmatched coaching, training, mentorship experience that just is unmatched out there, where it's just a no-brainer for those that join with us, because they're not going to get this experience that they can anywhere else out there. So that was, reason number 4 as to not just why I chose EXP, but with the strategic upline that I did, it was just really that obsession with creating how do we provide all of the training, all of the coaching, all of the resources, all of the tools, all of the support, the abundance of those things, where it gives everybody the strategic advantage, where it sets them up in the best possible position to go out there and crush their overall real estate goals. Okay, so reason number 5. Now, EXP, as well as some of these other organizations, have gotten these reputations as being these recruiting companies. And I get that, right? It's like, look, it's how the organizations grow. It's the everybody wins model of, hey, we have the ability to go out there and grow by attracting others and doing things that, look, the reality is you're already doing this at your brokerage, or maybe possibly if you're anything like I wasn't like I was intentionally going out there and trying to recruit agents to my broker, right? But by me crushing it, by me doing certain things and just developing friendships and relationships, I was just bringing in people to the organization, whether it was intentional or not. So now we're just getting rewarded by doing things that you're probably already doing inside of your brokerage. Like hopefully you're ecstatic there and you're excited there and you're crushing it. And like a broker exists for one reason only. And in our eyes, as far as agents, is to get you from where you're at to where you want to go in the quickest, most effective, efficient, profitable manner possible. And if they're not doing that, well, you should probably assess and look at another option, right? So then from there, though, the more successful that you're crushing your goals, okay, you get on the radar of other people's, they see yours, but with that, though, it's created this, false reputation. And I don't want to say it's false, because people are doing it and creating success off of that, but where I'm talking about a false reputation is the thought that everybody just goes to these types of organizations to recruit. And that's not just the case, right? If you look at all the top producing agents, top producing team leaders, where the top of the top at right now? Over the past several years, I've just seen every top team leader, every top realtor, not all of them. There's other producers and obviously other brokerages. So I'm not going to say all of them, but the majority of them, the bigger, which was the brokerage where I continue to see the top of the top, the most well-respected, the top producers continuing to join over and over and over, dude, it was just EXP. I kept seeing like these people I never thought would make a move, never thought would be. I just kept seeing, number one person in their market, whatever, just continuing to go over to EXP. You know, so then from there, if you go look it down and break it down, okay, the top of the top in our space, the top of the top. So not even talking about, recruiting or rev share, all these other, amazing elements that this organization provides. When we're just talking straight up production, like you can go out there and do your own due diligence on this, but I'm looking at this, I'm like, dude, the top of the top are there. And for me, I truly believe, and I've experienced this personally, that success through osmosis is a reality. It's something that happens, right? It's like, I want to be around the top. I want to be surrounded by the best. I know for me, it challenges me. Not only do I give a chance to learn together and to mentor and learn from each other and all of those things. So that's a great element of being with the top of the top, right? Like you get access to information. You're going to learn from them. You're going to, all of those things are amazing and great. But just the overall competitive nature of the environment, right? It's just challenges. And this is, again, this maybe is something that doesn't do it for you, but does for me at a big level, right? Like I want to be where the winners are at. I want to be where the top producers are at. It challenges me to go out there, not be this small fish in a big fish in a small pond. Like I want to go out to the ocean where the freaking great whites and the killer whales, like the big players are at. Because I know for me, it forces me into leveling up and growing and expanding into becoming the biggest player that I possibly can be. So I wanted to be with, okay, like, dude, where's the top of the top? Something that's always attracted me and been important to me with a brokerage. Okay, so then when it comes to the last decision, and again, this might be something that's important to you, not important to you. I hear a lot of people that dismiss this and talk about that this isn't something that's important to them, but it was something that weighed very heavily in my decision, which is EXP's overall leadership team. Not only the founder, but looking at the C-suite, the CEO, looking at, their overall leadership team. Because for me, like I said earlier, I wanted to make one last move where I could be for the next 20, 30, 40 years. Where as long as God continues giving me the ability to go out there and produce, to go out there and perform and continue to make an impact, I'm going to play this game and do this for as long as I possibly can because I'm obsessed with it. This industry's changed every aspect of my life. I want to do the most that I can to have as big of an impact as I possibly can on others. So looking at that, I'm like, okay, I really had to assess and address, okay, who's got the biggest vision? What is their roadmap and plan that they are doing to make that vision a reality? What are they continuing to do to grow and expand it? And okay, they've gotten here. What's their long-term vision? And again, what are those strategies? What are they doing? Who's part of that leadership, organization? Who are they bringing in to help lead them? Leadership is important, right? Like whoever you put on your leadership team in that leadership organization, their job is to, get you to making that vision a reality. So assessing all of those things, okay, who's got the vision that I can align with that I love, right? What's the mission? What is the type of talent that they brought in, that they have in place that, I believe that they can pull this off, like meaning that when I'm looking at this, like I wanted to pick the winning team. And I'm assessing all of this and assessing all these different models, all these other big organizations or up and coming organizations and looking at this like, okay, dude, like I wanted to pick who I believed I had the highest level of certainty was going to be the primary big winner, not just today, but long-term. And it's like, okay, yeah, EXP with this type of a model is already the juggernaut. They've already built something that nobody is able to build. All their competitors are just trying to catch them, but I didn't just look at that because I was like, well, look, what if they've gotten complacent? What if they've just gotten comfortable? No, I want to know, okay, yeah, they're here. What's their next 5-year, next 10-year, next 50-year vision? Like, what's their long-term vision? What are they doing to make that a place? Have they slowed down? Assessing all of those things. And hands down, out of everybody that I met with, everybody I talked with, the leadership team was hands down the most impressive. The vision was the most impressive. And their execution strategy of what they're doing, not just to get where they're at, but to also get to where they want to go, there was just no comparison, as I was doing my research and due diligence. So reason number 6 is the overall leadership team. And again, picking that, like I'm trying to future pace 20 years from now, 30 years from now, like, how do I position myself with the winning team? Like I want to go out there and win. My mission, my vision for me personally, is to go out there and create a 40,000 person agent, if you will, network within EXP's ecosystem. And I could have done this in a lot of different, models, a lot of different ecosystems. I could have went out there and tried to create my own and do it. So I had to assess all of these things of, okay, like who has the best systems, the best support, the best training, the best infrastructure, the best model that can allow me to win. But for, the only way I'm winning is if they win and they're in the game long term. So these are really, really important decisions that led to me making this move, which I'm excited for. I've been doing this 20 years and, there could be times where, you start to lose that excitement. But I'm more excited now than I've ever been in my entire journey, more than day one, more than, year 10, more than any other point in time, for this new journey. Look, if you have any questions, if you want to explore what a potential partnership could look like at EXP with me, all the things that I offer, that I provide, that I'm going to be coaching and helping and supporting all of our agents, what you get, not just with me, but what you get through the Wolf Pack, what you get through all EXP offers. If you want to schedule a 100% zero pressure, everything I do is zero pressure. So I'm not going to hard sell. It's not my strategy by any means. Everything I do is zero pressure. So 100% zero pressure, fully confidential. I understand that, when we're making a move, sometimes we got to keep things on the DL. But if you want to schedule your 100% zero pressure, fully confidential Zoom call with me personally, just to have a conversation about any questions that you have, to see if, this might be a good fit for you. And I'll be upfront honest whether I think it's a good fit for you or not, when it comes to that. But if you got something that you want to take advantage of and schedule with me, go to gsdmode.com, www.gsdmode.com/partner. And look, I don't care what level that you're at, whether you're a brand new agent, maybe you're somebody that is thinking of getting into the industry and you're thinking of starting your journey off, or you're brand new, or if you're struggling, or if you're a top producing agent, team leader, brokerage owner, it doesn't matter what level that you're at. I'm here to serve, support, and help regardless of what level that you're at. I'd be honored to roll with you and help you and do everything I can to pour into you and help you ensure that you are crushing your real estate goals. So again, if that's something that you want to take advantage of, go to www.gsdmode.com/partner. So these are the 6 reasons what led me to making this move. I hope that this was beneficial or helpful to any of those that were just either curious or maybe you're thinking of making a move. Let me end it with this, because look, whether you're looking to, let's just keep this broker agnostic. It's really important to make sure that you are partnering with the right organization. And I don't believe that there is the best broker for every single human being that exists out there. Otherwise, there'd just be one brokerage. EXP was hands down the best for me. Doesn't mean it's going to be the best for you, but it's important either way, whichever path that you go, to slow down, to have extreme clarity of hey, like, here's where I'm at. Here's where it is that I want to go. So when I have coaching clients, and my coaching business is, broker agnostic, when I got coaching clients from all different companies, I got brokerage owners that I coach and mentor with different brokerages, right? So, but when I'm walking a coaching client through, it's okay, get extreme clarity on, where you're at. Where is it that you want to go? Like, get clarity on that long-term vision, what you need most, right? Like, what type of support, what do you need inside an organization? Because again, a brokerage only exists in our eyes as far as being a real estate agent or real estate professional. Brokerage exists to be able to get you from where you're at to where it is that you want to go in the quickest, most effective, efficient, profitable manner possibly. Right. And that's it. That's the only reason they exist. So I'm coaching my broker owner clients. I'm like, hey, you got to solve this equation. You got to solve this question. And whoever does that wins at the highest level in the brokerage world. Right. So, but making sure that, okay, how can you get clarity on who the best is for you if you don't have clarity on exactly what kind of support, what kind of help, what is that you need to get through the different phases of your journey so you can create that long-term vision that you have. And it's important, in my opinion, to slow down with it, to make sure that you are doing your due diligence. You're not making a rush decision, and as much as you possibly can, make the right decision as early as you possibly can. There's nothing, nobody's in the handcuffs here. There's nothing saying that you can't make a move if you made a mistake, but having to make move after move after move eventually becomes a pain in the butt, right? So the more that we can nail this, the better. Okay, so enough on that. I'm just kind of rambling on here. Truly appreciate you guys. Truly appreciate all your support. For more resources, free training, resources, coaching materials, you can always check out gsdmode.com. Hope this was helpful. Keep crushing, keep kicking ass. I'll see you next time. Peace.